Hey everybody, I'm just going to jump right into this here. I got kind of I guess a product review. There will be no shooting in this video. I contacted Predator International about 3 weeks ago, and I talked to Dixon, I think his name is? Yeah. Richard Dixon. And I told him that his products, JSB and Predator Polymag and MetalMag and all those kinds of pellets, they're not available anywhere around here. I know of one store that carries some, and they're in the Peterborough area, and they never have any in stock, so I guess he has a problem getting them in as well. So I know this is what it is. It says Predator International on it. It took almost 2 weeks for this to get here by ground mail. It was tracked though, and it kind of fell off the grid for a week. And it went from Littleton, Colorado, to Los Angeles, I guess, to get on a plane. And from that point to the point where it reached Canada was a week. I don't know about that. What happened to it within a week, unless it just got unloaded from the plane, because it was only a couple-hour flight, right? Probably just sat in a warehouse until they got ready for it. But this is the package. I asked him for a sample of his pellets in 177 and 22, just so I could try them out. And I requested either Predator Polymag or the Predator MetalMag. And it's the opportunity. I've had this box for a few days now, and I just brought it down here and put it on my workbench. I haven't even had time to even open it. So it's now, what, almost 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. And I'm doing this video now, so I figured, why not? I got the time to do it, so I'm opening it. Kind of excited, really. Tin. Oh, that's cool. 10 of pellets inside of a JSB Match Diablo pouch. That's cool. And another one. Nothing else. Put that off to the side. Let's check out these first. Oh. I got a tin of 177 Polymags and MetalMags. Wasn't that cool? He sent me one of each. Predator Polymag 200 premium hunting pellets. You don't play with these. The Polymags are 8 grain and the MetalMag are 8.5 grain. We'll look at them in a minute. I just want to see what else I got here. 200 pieces, premium hunting pellets. 22 MetalMags. Awesome. And this one. What? Oh, I thought this was another 10 of 22. Predator Polymag, 100 pieces. Wow. 30 caliber. I don't even have a 30 caliber gun. 44.75 grain pellet. Wow. And they're heavy. Can't wait to look at those. They look cool. 30 caliber. I've been toying with the idea of getting one of the new Hotsaw 135 Vortex break barrel in 30 caliber. They're saying with 44.75 grain ammunition, what these are, the rifle with its only 10.6 inch barrel, why it's so short I don't know, is reaching velocities up to 550 feet per second, which of course is obviously you need a PAL to buy it because it's over 500. But with the 44.75 grain ammunition for it, they're getting between 30 and 31 foot-pounds of energy. That's a lot, even though I only just over 500 feet per second. But yeah, well, we'll have a look at these first. So I'll open the Polymag first. Have a look at them. It's good that they put these pieces of tape on it. I'll make sure I keep it straight, that way I can put it back on. Hope my lighting's good. There we go. Okay. Awesome. These are specifically for hunting. These aren't plinking pellets. These are meant for hunting. I don't know if you can see that. They got a red polymer tip on them. They're a true hollow point. The polymer tip and the metal tip are meant to penetrate thicker skin, feathers, that kind of stuff. And the polymer and metal, tips separate from the pellet, and the pellet actually expands like a hollow point's supposed to as the tip pushes back into it. I've seen lots of these on YouTube, and the devastation that they do, and how much they actually mushroom. That whole head just mushrooms right back. It's really cool. But yeah, that's the Polymag N177. Try the. Well, we'll put the tape back on it first. The lids fit loosely, so you don't want to not put the tape back on. Okay. Well, I got my music on, didn't even realize it. Don't want another YouTube threat. Okay, here's the MetalMag. Shorter piece of tape. Okay. Five months smoke free now with the vape. Not that anyone cares, but oh, these are cool. Here's the MetalMag. They have a solid zinc tip on them. These, as I understand it, are designed for, I guess the people who shoot the Polymags requested a tip, a pellet that had a tip on it similar to the Polymag that would allow the pellet to penetrate thicker hide and bone, like the skulls of you know, predators and larger small game like raccoons and stuff like that, shooting them in the head so the tip would actually penetrate the skull. And apparently that's what these do. These are actually very devastating on the skull of an animal. Oh, my bag just fell down. That's cool. These are 0.5 grains heavier than the Polymag. Can't wait to try these out, but I'm going to test fire all of them except for obviously the 30 cal, because I don't have a 30 cal. I'll test fire them all in the basement, and I might make a video to do that, but I don't know. I'll just test fire 5 each and then put them away until I'm hunting, because these, like I said, these pellets, they're not that expensive, but I guess they're about $15 for 200 up here in Canada. And you only get 200 pellets for the 177s, but you get 200 for 22 as well. But it's not like going into Canadian Tire or whatever and throwing down $15 for a tin of Crossman where you get 500 pellets. These work out to be a little bit more expensive a piece. So that's why they're a specific pellet. They're meant for a specific job. They're not meant for shooting cans in the backyard. They're meant for hunting. Okay, let's get on to the 22s here. Another 200 count tin. This one doesn't have tape on it. Oh, this one's going to be hard to get into. Hopefully I can get into it. Propped it up a little. Just going to have to pry it open. I don't want to damage the tin. There we go. Wow, they're impressive. These are the MetalMags. 22 MetalMag. I didn't even see what grain these were. 17 grain. Yeah, they'll do the job. No, that tip's really sharp too. Yeah. Whatever they hit, it's going down. So I have decent pellet right there. Kind of wish I had gotten the metal or the Polymags with this too, but I'm not going to be picky. I got these for free, so thank you very much, Mr. Dixon, for sending these out to me. Very much appreciated. Yeah, I'll test fire these too. Very nice pellet. Very well designed. Okay, that was a 22 caliber. Now, on to the big boys. I'll put these back in the pouch. After all, that's what they came in. Maybe that's why there's no tape around them, because of the pouch. This looks like a sample. A Predator International sample. You go to a show and here, thanks for coming. Have a sample. Man, they're heavy. I'm excited to see these. Predator Polymag, 100 pieces, 30 caliber. And again, you don't play with these. The hollow head design with sharp polymer tip offers match-grade accuracy with incomparable penetration and expansion. 44.75 grains, and the lid's just falling off of this one. Oh my god. Oh. There's the 30 caliber. Oh my god, look at the size of it. Wow. Can you imagine that? I can't even imagine shooting that. That would be absolutely awesome. Now that's a pellet rifle. Yeah, and again, you wouldn't be using these for planking in the backyard. I think these were, I was just looking at all the calibers that Polymag made after watching one of the new videos from SHOT Show 2016, and Predator was mentioned the 30 caliber, so I looked them up. I didn't even know I even got any with my package, so I looked them up last night actually, on, I think it was Pyramid Air, and I think these are $18.99 for 100 US, so they're going to be easily $26 up here Canadian for 100. Then again, these are a pellet also that you're not going to be planking with. These are specifically for hunting. I don't know what the hell you'd hunt with that though. Coyote? Anything up to coyote? I wouldn't use them for squirrel. They're a little bit too large for squirrel and rabbit and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's 30 caliber Polymag. And they don't have any. Oh yes, they had tape. What am I doing? They had a tape. So I'll do a shooting review of the 177 and the 22 because I have those guns. I don't have the 30 caliber, not yet anyway. Like I said, they just Hot Sun just announced the 135 Vortex and 30 caliber. It's a break barrel, and they're relatively cheap, like $249, $259 US for the rifle. And once it gets up here, I'm gonna see how much it costs, and I'm looking at buying one. I would really like to get one. But there are other 30 caliber guns on the market, but I think they're all PCP. I think the Hot Sun 135 is the first ever break barrel in a mid-sized bore. Hopefully they'll come up with a 35 caliber as well. But that's the review, or the product review, of the MetalMag and the Polymag 177, 22, and 30 caliber hunting pellets. See you later.